So let's go into bundle number 2. So now this is your face and body bundle. So we have the age-defying facial treatment. There's a natural lash builder, the tint and brow definer. There's also a detoxifying Citrusy facial cleanser, the pumpkin facial scrub, exotic oil elixir, and then the spa sensuals and intensive repair hand cream. So let's talk about that one.
I had a friend of mine today ask me, because they're buying a whole bunch of gifts for Christmas for their families and relatives and children and so forth. And he says, what's your favorite product? I said, it's what I told you before. I said, these are all my kids. It's hard for me to separate one from the other. But I said, when it comes to skin and when it comes to hair, I mean, when it comes to hair solutions to me is very important. I don't care if you're not losing hair. If you're noticing, getting back to hair solutions, if you want to strengthen your hair so you lose less hair, you shed less hair. You should be shedding some normally, but not a lot, especially as one gets older or if you're going through stress, medication, whatever. With skincare, I love the Energize Age-Defying Serum. I use that. I have it on now. I put it on at night before going to bed, but the majority of the times I wake up and this is my anti-aging moisturizer, I mean everything that in one product, the age-defying serum. I first put a little bit of the oil, which I'll go into in a minute, Perfection, which is new to our line, and I'm addicted to that product to no end. I put a little bit of that oil on first because it absorbs quickly. It's very light. And by the way, when I use oils, whether it's in the energizing serum that we spoke about with the hair solutions for the scalp, or the Perfection that I'm about to talk to you about in a few minutes, the oils have to be super refined and the best quality I can find, because what I want that oil to do is to absorb into the skin. I don't want anything sitting on the skin that makes it sticky or dirty or gummy or a nasty feeling that that to me is very cheap, if you know what I'm saying. When I put anything on, it doesn't leave a good impression on me. I want my skin to absorb it. I don't want it sitting on the skin. I want it absorbing into the skin. So these oils that I use in my products in general are very easy, very super refined and rich to absorb into the skin, bringing all those vital nutrients and supplements and minerals to your skin, working from inside out. The age-defying anti-aging serum that I just spoke about helps with fine lines, with wrinkles, with age spots, with firmness, plumpness. I mean, look at my face. I mean, at 76, I haven't done any work. I'm proud to say, but if you find a line on my face that's very severe, the few that I have is right here from my expression. You can't help that. That comes with aging, and even that is minimal. I don't have it as deep as some of my friends have, that they're almost tattooed on. They're so obvious. And this product plumps the skin, feeds the skin with all great antioxidants against free radicals, against aging. It helps to smooth the skin, to even out the skin tone, to help with lines and wrinkles and age spots. So this is just something, and it gives you a glow and a little bit of a, my son just told me yesterday driving, he says, did you put a bronzer? I said, I don't use bronzer. Why are you asking me that? He says, every time I look at you, I said, no, it's the age-defying. It gives me a nice color to my, even tone to my skin. To see this product, within 30 to 45 days, you start noticing quite an obvious improvement. And the more you use it, the more it shows up.
So now what about the Citrusy facial cleanser, scrub, and then the oil, and then also the spa hand cream? Let's talk about those real quick.
I was working with a lot of models in my life. And when you're doing photo shoots, they have to remove their makeup periodically during the photo shoot, and I'll reapply. And sometimes I'll apply it 2, maybe 3 times during that photo session, which could last 12, 15 hours sometimes. They run quite a long time for the major magazines that we spoke about earlier. And I was tired of using, I won't name the brand, but there's one that a lot of models use that is very lightweight, I call it. It doesn't cleanse thoroughly, and it takes forever to remove makeup. I wanted something that was thorough, that was gentle, that was super hydrating, that it fed the skin with some of the supplements that I believe so much in, including in these products. And at the same time, it detoxified. So the cleanser, especially for women that wear makeup, my granddaughter just started wearing a little makeup, and she had issues with acne and all that. And she says, I can't use it. I said, just use this cleanser, the Citrusy Cleanser. And it's magic. You put it on. First of all, when you rinse it off, you think you gotta keep rinsing it because your skin feels so dewy, so fresh, so hydrated that you think there's a little bit of residue. I fooled myself. I said, no, Peter, there's no residue here. It's the product. It's so hydrating. So you rinse it off. It removes embedded dirt and impurities. It goes into those pores like, I call it Roto-Root. It really cleans everything out. I mean, it's amazing without disturbing the pH mantle of your skin. It cleanses thoroughly. It removes makeup, eye makeup, everything. And the second one that I love is the scrub. To me, I use it every morning. It's what, as we age, you build and accumulate dead cells. Normally, they fall off when we're young, between teens all the way to 40s. You normally shed cells easily. After 40, there's a chemical that happens in the body that adheres those cells to your skin so they don't fall off that easily. That's why, especially with men who don't do much about skincare with their face, you can notice their face, they tend to be dull, a little bit on the dry, dull side. That's because they have an accumulation of dead cells that are not allowing the sheen and luster of the real skin to show up. So when you use the scrub, it cleanses thoroughly, it removes, it loosens the cells, and the scrub removes the dead skin cells. So you're getting a fresh look. That's why my skin always has so much glow. Besides using the Defying Serum, it allows those dead cells to come off easily, showing more luster and glow to my skin, and allowing new cells to come up quicker. That's what, if you allow that to happen, your skin always looks younger because it's constantly being reproduced with those cells coming up to the surface. It's called that transmission of cells that arrive. It takes about 29 days from where it begins underneath your skin to come up to the surface of your skin. But it's that momentum you want to keep doing and going to produce beautiful, healthy, younger looking skin. But if those cells stay in place, it doesn't have that, it doesn't allow those other cells to show up as easily. So they have to force themselves by pushing the dead cells that don't want to come off. And the scrub, the polishing scrub, easily takes it off, and nature does what it's supposed to be doing.
Wow, that's fascinating. And
so each one has its own objective. If you see what I'm doing, I'm not just creating a cleanser. You can get that anywhere. I'm creating a cleanser that's healthy for you, but it has great benefits and purpose. That purpose has to be there. The need has to be there to be able to achieve what I'm trying to create and showing up with beautiful, shiny, healthy, beautiful skin.